Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. A lot of brand new voices on the line today. I want to welcome you to Pro Elite. We're excited to have you here. If I didn't get a chance to personally welcome you, let me do so now, and thank you very much for the opportunity to serve you this morning. But I know we got a lot of great info to get out, so I'm going to step aside and bring the man out front and center. So I want to bid a happy good morning to JJ, VP of Leadership Development. I got tongue-tied there. What can I say?
Hey, I'm hearing all these voices, Chuck. I'm doing great. Thank you, Matthew, so very, very much. A lot we want to cover. We'll pull out Jay here in a second. A couple of things here real quick. Just want to acknowledge so many of each and every one of you. Michael in Birmingham, great to hear your voice. Jeremy, Rick, how you doing this morning? Troy's always checking in. I like the name Skip, too, Matthew. Skip, I'm glad you're joining us today. Jerry in Atlanta is always checking in. Yvette, I heard you loud and clear. Sister, so glad you're here. Sherry checking in. Roz, how you doing, Roz? Good friend Benny, and I heard Anthony jumping out there. The Rashkins, as always. Legend, how you doing, big man? Daryl, New Hampshire. Morgan checking in. Lynn in Tampa. How you doing, Lynn? Always checking in. Appreciate you checking in each and every day. Mike checking in from Alabama. Gordon, Julianne. So glad you're doing so much better. Roy checking in. Silva. Billy checking in. Those are just a few of the names, many of the names I heard. If you're brand new to Pro, welcome, folks. Make this a part of your daily routine. That said, have the real fortune this morning to have Mr. Kubasek out here. A lot of announcements I want to share, Jay. I know you're anxious to kind of share a lot of things with the folks this morning. I'm going to come out here and yield the floor to you, my friend. Good morning.
Awesome. Hey, JJ, thank you so much. Good morning to you. How are things in Texas there today?
Well, I'll be honest. Hey, I heard. I think it was Sherry checking in say it was snowy, and the snow's coming down. And then I heard, who did I hear in Arizona? It's a bright and sunny day. We're actually blessed this morning, Jay. The rain is coming down in buckets, and we'll take it.
Man.
We've been in a bad drought here, so we're going to take every little bit that we can get. But
no, that's great. That's great, and it's interesting. The seasons, everything is. The leaves are falling here, and I looked out this morning, and it's amazing that in a matter of the last couple of weeks, we've not only gone from beautiful colors in all the leaves. Now, all of a sudden today, I noticed that most of the leaves are gone, and I'm thinking to myself, how on earth did it happen that quick? And then over coffee this morning at breakfast, I was thinking, I hopped onto Facebook, and I saw a picture that Alan actually had posted on his wall from Central Park, riding through the park with his bike, and got thinking, you know what? The thing I love about living here in the Northeast, and it's interesting, everyone has something they love about the part of the world where they live. But what I particularly love about living in the Northeast is the seasons. The seasons where you've got the four distinct times of the year where things transition and change and evolve and grow and then it all starts over again, and it's this pattern, this cycle that happens every year. So it's kind of like, to me, it reminds me of life and the growth patterns of life, on how we, how life works. There's seasons in almost everything once you really start looking at it. But I'm happy to hear you've got the rain down there, and you guys are getting those reservoirs tanked back up, because I know it certainly was dried out and it was parched, and that's great. So. With that, JJ, you're absolutely right. We have a bunch of stuff here we want to go over this morning. Today's going to be jam-packed with a bunch of announcements, a bunch of big announcements, actually. And we're going to start with none other than Summit Week. Just want to put out a quick reminder. Dozens of you have been registering and or deferring your tickets or taking the live streaming option as an alternate to attending. I just want to make it perfectly clear, folks, that you must take some form of action with your gold and or platinum tickets. Okay, so if you intend to come, we need to know that. If you do not plan to come, we also need to know that. And if you wish to watch a live stream of it instead of deferring or attending, we also need to know that. So please do log into your members area. You've got up until midnight Friday when we close registration. That's end of this week, midnight Friday, this week here to take action on your registration. So, quick reminder on that. folks, we've had a lot of incredible progress here in the last 6 months with the Marketing Partner Program, with all the things that we announced, with a lot of the things that we announced at the MME back in Phoenix. And then over the summer here, looking at the results that our marketing partners are getting, but more importantly, the results that those of you in the community are getting. And what we decided to do here was to bring the marketing partners back together, just like we did back in March. Bring them back together and reconvene and really take a close look at exactly where we are, the progress that we've made since March with the Marketing Partner Program, and look at what's working. And more importantly, look at what's not working and come up with solutions and strategies and systems to address that. And that's exactly what we did this past Friday. So first of all, I want to thank each of the marketing partners who were able to make it out here for the session that we had all day Friday. It was a good 12-hour session. I'll tell you what, guys, we covered a lot of ground, and I'm going to go through a bit of a quick punch list here to give you guys an update on where we are and some of the progress that we've made, some of the new things that we'll be rolling out, and how they might impact or affect you and your business as well. We looked at, first thing we did is we looked at the things that are working well. And the duplication that we have, in other words, the number of new members that are making sales or making money is at an all-time high. There used to be, and it's pretty typical of this industry where you've got the majority of the revenue generated by a minority of top marketers. Well, what the Marketing Partner Program has done is given the ability for brand new members to be able to make silver, gold, platinum, and black sales without having to first master the skill of sales and the communication skills required to make a $20,000 or $40,000 sale. And that has proven to be an incredibly powerful and effective part of the Marketing Partner Program. And we looked at how can we build on that? How can we build on that success? In 7.5 years of marketing and top-tier direct marketing myself, I have never seen duplication at this level. And I'm not just throwing it out there as as something subjective. The numbers are quite astounding. The number of duplications, the number of sales made by our brand new members. I look at every sale that's made. I get an email notification, and it's amazing. It's to the point now where more often than not, it's by a member that I've never heard of, or that it's a new member or someone who's just gotten started. So it's really exciting to see that. So what we looked at is how do we free up the marketing partners' time and energy so they can focus more on these income-producing activities for themselves and for their team. And we looked at what parts of the business, what parts of the marketing partner responsibilities can we take off of their plate? Can we alleviate? Where can we alleviate some of the time and energy and focus demands so that they can focus more on their teams? And what we decided to do, and we actually decided to do this over the last couple of months. It wasn't just this past week that we made this decision. But what we decided to do here almost 2 months ago was to really assemble an A team, like an all-star team of industry experts to not only consult us, but to be able to come in and help us deliver the best of the best marketing systems, websites, landing pages, autoresponders, you name it. And we went in and we brought in Ryan Dykes' team. Many of you know who he is, and their sales funnel architect. His name is Richard. Brought him in about 2 months ago, 2.5 months ago actually. He came in. We hired them to come in as a consultant and to consult us on this. As you guys know, the webinar machine that we introduced earlier this year, the update that we gave on that here in Vegas was that it wasn't converting the way we would have liked it to, so we had to go back to the drawing board there. And then, in general, just redoing all of our sales funnels and our landing pages and websites to bring them up to date, not only with with where things are now in the industry, but also with what the media platforms require. What does it take to have an offer that is compliant on Google and Facebook and things like that. So we brought in these individuals to help us solve that piece of the puzzle. And I'm very, very happy to announce to you guys that the team that we've put together has made some incredible progress. We have been testing with, over the last week, a brand new offer that essentially bypasses the application kit. And it goes straight to the black box and straight to the pro membership. And the conversions actually on this new offer are looking really nice. They're nowhere near where they're going to be because it's just the first week. But out of the gate, from the number of leads we've already generated, and these are going into the lead store, by the way. So for those of you that are waiting for leads in the lead store, you should see a pickup in the volume of those coming out here as these conversions come up to where we want them to be. But long story short, this brand new offer, it's really exciting. It basically goes from a lead straight to the black box and the membership, and it's designed to go straight. It's designed to sell the black box and the pro membership without requiring that first interview with the application. And again, that is designed to free up the time and the resources of our marketing partners so they can focus more on those people who are taking action, those who are getting started, and training and supporting them. So not only is it freeing up their time in that respect, but the team that we've put in place to actually create these websites and these offers and these webinars and whatnot is also taking that workload and that burden off of our marketing partners. So that is also freeing them up, their time, their energy, and their mental space. So it's progressing very nicely. We're working with the best of the best. For example, we have a new creative team that is building all of our websites and all of our landing pages and sales funnels. And these are the same guys that have done some of the biggest launches in the Internet history. They've done the work for Dan Kennedy for his recent launch. They've done Mike Koenig's Traffic Geyser and Main Street Marketing. They've done work for, they've done launches for Brandon Bouchard, for Tony Robbins, for you name it. They are the go-to experts when it comes to online launches and building online sales funnels and doing product launches and perpetual product launches, which is basically what our model is. So we've got them here full-time turning out new websites and landing pages, and you'll start to see a lot of those coming out over the next week or two. And as we test them, and all in all, it's allowed us to free up the marketing partners to focus on the things that will build and perpetuate the success of their teams. So as part of that, we formed a handful of new committees that are going to be led by the different marketing partners. And I'm going to run through them here really quickly as well. And you'll see how this is designed to directly impact the success that you as the member on their team has and is able to have. For example, we formed a brand new MMG. You know, the MMG has been around for years, and it's always been this mastermind group of top leaders who would meet and share strategies and share concepts and what's working in marketing. Well, we're happy to announce that Michael Force is taking over as the marketing chair and will be running the MMG. And Michael has been empowered to assemble a group of marketers to be part of the master marketing group that includes also non-marketing partners. Okay, so for those of you that are out there in the community making it happen, and you're not yet a marketing partner, don't think for a second that we're not paying attention. And I'd expect a call from none other than Michael Force to invite you to be part of this mastermind group. And the goal here is not only to give you an opportunity to share what's working for you, but for you to be part of this group of top producers in the company who are also sharing what's working for them. So it's very exciting. We're very, we're really happy to see that Michael stepped up to take on that role as chair of the marketing committee. We have a new committee called the New Member Workflow, which Aaron Rashkin is the chair of. And this particular committee is going to be responsible for the step-by-step training and step-by-step process that each new member goes through once they join the community. What we've identified, and this has come from you, the community, the feedback, that even though the training and the resources that we provide are top-notch and they're great, it feels at times like you're drinking from a fire hose. There's too much. There's not enough of a linear step-by-step process. And Aaron Rashkin will be heading up a chair to really examine that and make sure that the startup process and the training process for new individuals getting started is as step-by-step and as simple and as clean, as succinct as possible. The next committee that we formed was the training committee. Cameron George from iGlobal, he is going to be in charge of the training schedule for the community, the calls, the webinars, and making sure that everything's coordinated, that the hosts are lined up, and he'll be taking ownership of that. Justin Wolf will be heading up the leadership committee. As you guys have noticed, he's been we call him the new hipster Tony Robbins. Justin he's going to be the one to head up all leadership type activities and really be the chief accountability officer, if I can put it in those terms, for the marketing partners and for the community. His job is to help us maintain clear focus on the path that we're on and the end goal that we're committed to, and making sure that we're accountable to that. So we're looking forward to Justin being empowered in that role. Then we have the events committee, which is going to be headed up by Benny Bells, also of the Loyal 9. And the events committee is part of not only the marketing partners, but also internal staff here at Pro Elite as well. And currently what we're working on with the events committee is the 2012 calendar. We'll be releasing that here really soon as well. Exactly what the dates are going to be for the events for the next year, so that you guys can plan out your schedules and you know what's coming. And also to make sure that the marketers and the members have a clear and a heard voice when it comes to not only picking the locations for these events, but the content, the speakers, the accommodations, all the hospitality, all of that sort of stuff. So we're excited to have an active role being played by Benny, by Sophia Rashkin, and Simon Simon Gilead from iGlobal Pros as well, as part of that committee here with corporate. And then finally, yours truly, I'll be heading up the awards and recognition committee. And we're committed that we consistently and proactively acknowledge and recognize those members and those marketers who are making it happen, who are out there getting results, who are out there heading up the leaderboards, and those who are really making it happen get the proper awards and recognition, not only on a month-to-month basis, but also on a quarterly and a yearly basis as well. So there's just a quick rundown of some of the things that have come out of the marketing partner retreat that we had here this past weekend. One other thing I wanted to just announce here real quick, JJ, on that note was we've also been we spent a lot of time on Friday working on the 2012 product line as well, and we have some really, really exciting announcements. I alluded to the 2012 calendar and the event schedule for 2012, and that all kind of goes hand in hand with exactly what the dates are, what the different events are, where they're going to be, all of that kind of stuff. So we have some really exciting stuff we've been working on that we'll be announcing here over the next month or so. And with that said, I think I've pretty much gone through the updates that I've got here. And with one final update, I'm going to let you come out here, JJ, and actually share this final one. you know, my friend, it's been 3 years. You've been a huge piece and a huge part of what we've done. You're the centerpiece of the pro community here, and I think it's only appropriate that you share with the community yourself here some of the exciting stuff that you have up your sleeve and where you're going in the next phase in your career as a professional and an entrepreneur and ultimately a leader in this industry.
Well, Jay, thank you so very much, and I appreciate the opportunity to do this. And in short, folks, this is yours truly, the last wake-up call I'll be on here with you as a team. And I want to take this opportunity and thank you, Jay. Thank everybody there in Red Bank, Jay Kilberg and Lori Peterson and Alan Moore, one of the most incredible human beings, and Justin Lingenfelter and Chris Baraney, and I know I'm going to be missing some names here, and be remiss if I didn't express my sincere gratitude to each and every marketing partner. And you know, the last person that jumped out there was Sophia, and to have the opportunity to give back to a group of individuals, a group of entrepreneurs and leaders, and just share, and to have the opportunity to share and speak from the heart on a day-to-day basis has been nothing short of a blessing. And I want to take this opportunity to thank each, and as great as each one of those names and groups of individuals that I mentioned, folks, the most important, and nobody has had a more impact on me than the Troys, the Skips, the Jerrys, the Gordon and Juliannes, the Roys, the Sylvays, the Billies, you know, I think of people like Roger in Mississippi, and here's a guy who not only committed to being an entrepreneur, but he's committed to making a difference in this world by going out and serving and doing different missions here and there. And while so many of you all have shared with me how much I've inspired you, let me tell you something. Each and every one of you have inspired me times 100. And having the opportunity to serve you each and every day in this capacity has been a real, real blessing. And Jay, on behalf of me, Lori, Riley, Wyatt, Aunt Bee, and little Nellie, I want to thank you for the opportunity to serve in this capacity. And I wish each and every one of you, there will be a no bigger fan of Pro and the success of each and every entrepreneur than JJ from South Texas. Brother, thank you for the opportunity to serve those who serve others. Thank you so much, Jay.
No, JJ, thank you. And on behalf of the entire community, first and foremost, the individuals that you've impacted over the years, the leaders that you've helped cultivate, the vision of the company which you've helped shape, the events that you've given character and inspiration and leadership and just sheer, you know, excitement and fulfillment and satisfaction for so many people that you've provided in so many ways. I mean, the life of service that you've led here with us, you will be absolutely missed. We love you and we appreciate you, and we wish you the best and the sincerest best wishes in your future endeavors and you know, the opportunities that you apply yourself to, JJ. It's going to be incredible to watch you take your professional career to the next level and to see what you do with that. And I understand you're working on a book and you've got some really exciting stuff that you're working on, and we want you to know, likewise, JJ, that we are your biggest fans, and that we'll forever be grateful and indebted to the life of service and the commitment that you've had and how you've shown up as a leader and how you've inspired, you know, the countless members of the community, and then also the leadership, and then last and quite possibly not least, myself as well. You are quite an amazing individual, JJ. So thank you so much for your time. Thank you for your commitment. Thank you for being part of this community and part of this mission and part of this movement. We love you and appreciate you for that, my friend.
Thank you. Hey, I think there's one way to end this call, don't you, buddy?
I do. Just real quick before we wrap that up, there, my friend, I just want to give you guys a quick note that tomorrow, come on out here, Justin Wolf, marketing partner and chair of the leadership committee, will be hosting the wake-up call here tomorrow. So make sure you're out here with us tomorrow. JJ, it's my honor and privilege to hand the call right back to you to put one last bow on this call, which has been your baby. You started this thing 3 years ago, and I think in honor of that, and in honor of the incredible track record of, probably 1,000 of these. I mean, we'll have to go back and look how many of these calls you've actually hosted, but it's got to be close to 1,000. I think it's only appropriate to hand it back to you and end it the way that you only you could possibly do.
Well, of all the 1,000, every one of them, they all ended this way, and it's a great way to live each and every day. Folks, do something good, something positive for somebody today, but do it in the knowing there's no way they could ever repay you. Jay, thank you. I love you, brother. Guys, make it a fantastic day. This call is a wrap.
JJ, thank you. We love you as well. Have a great day, everyone. We'll see you guys on the calls. Bye-bye.